Good morning, you guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful week and a weekend, and I hope you guys really took the time to go back to your past life to maybe see how it's directed you today. And I really hope you share your stories too, because I'm really curious um, of how your stories played out. The only thing is, don't post it on YouTube because I don't go on YouTube to check anything. So wherever I'm posting this, just put it in the comments. Um, Today, today I'm going to talk about Proverbs 3:6. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. So this is a fun story, a great story. Um, but in the midst of this, I was praying. I pray all the time, but I was praying and singing and just really seeking after God and really getting into His Word and trying to make my way through. It's like digging through the weeds. I'm like, how much longer do I got to dig through these weeds to get to the other part where I need to go? Where you dig through the weeds, and then out comes beautiful daisies, and you get a field of daisies. That sounds about right, because it was a field of daisies. Anyways, so as I'm making my way through these weeds, um, and we'll call the weeds a boss, a really bad boss. So I was working with a bad boss. She was mentally abusive, and I just wanted to get the heck out of there. So there was another building that was being built by my company or by the company, and I was actually promised to go to that building to work with another property manager. Well, they backed out. When I say they, I think he's the CEO. Who cares? The guy backed out and gave somebody else that job. I was mad because I did not want to work with that boss anymore. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, and I prayed for God. I was like, God, like, why? I don't want to be here. And so finally, I had to make a move myself. And I just sought out God. I really read His Word. I was proactive, and I really only sought out one job. That one job was actually a tenant of where I was working. And I had three interviews. I had an interview with with my boss now. Well, she was always my boss. So my boss and the bigger boss and an employee. And I was like, and I had to take a personality test. I think it was a personality test. I don't know what kind of test. I was like, oh my gosh, there's just so much. And it was fine. I mean, all you can do is try, right? Do what they want you to do. Um, tell them up front who you are. That's kind of what I did. Um, because they gotta learn how to like you for who you are, because you're not gonna just go to work and be this fake person. You can't do it. Some people do, but I choose not to. Um, but anyways, I was like, God, this is a lot. Like, I hope I make it through, and I hope this test is like great and everything. Just I need everything to line up. Well, everything lined up. I got the job, and like I've been so highly blessed with this job, you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Um, but here's the funny thing. So, my bad boss, she was still working at the property management place at the same building, and not too long after, she moved to the building where I was supposed to be at. So let's say God had given me that other job at that other building, I would then have to be with her. And, I didn't know what was happening in the middle of this, going through the weeds. I didn't know what was happening, but God did. But what I did differently is I prayed a lot more. I prayed differently. I fasted. I sang different types of songs. And it wasn't all about me, me, me. It was all about serving Him. And I mean, some of them were about me, if that makes sense. You guys who are Christians, you guys get it. Um, but you see, in the middle of the weeds, you don't even know where you're going. But you keep on going, you keep on going, you keep on going. And out comes the beautiful pasture of daisies. We'll throw a horse in there too. Why not? A couple horses. So my encouragement is, if you are in the weeds right now, Just keep on pushing because God and the daisies are on the other side of what you're trying to get to. You just got to keep on moving and keep on moving and keep on moving. So I pray for you guys to ask God to guide you through the path that you're going through right now if you don't yet know it. So I hope you guys have a blessed week and I hope you guys were encouraged. Bye.